All right, there's my de-stressed tower speakers that are in the process of being stained as of right now before I stain them. Normally, I would blow them off or at least make some sort of attempt to wipe off the dust. But I'm not on this particular case, mostly because I'm curious how it's going to turn out. This edge and this edge here, I'm not too worried about because this is not going to get seen or almost never seen until you pick it up and move it. This edge gets seen, this edge gets seen, this edge gets seen, and this edge gets seen. So I'm primarily only concerned about two edges, that one and that one. Then the rest is what it is. And so here's kind of a look. You may have watched the previous video, de-stressing. Here I have some stain. Don't ask me what color it is because it is no longer the original color. It's just a bunch of different colors mixed together of leftover stains. Happens to be relatively dark, like those doggy doors that I'm working on, but it's just too cold to put any kind of clear coat on them, so they're just kind of sitting there. Well, they don't want to focus, but there it is. It's kind of a nice dark color. So I'm going to put some on here, and then I'm going to wipe it right back off. I hope that some of this darker stuff will get into these scratches and dings and whatnot that I put into the cabinet. Let's see what happens. So I'm just going to take an old paper towel. This has already been used before. It might bleed through some of the old stain through onto it. We're just going to see what happens. And I did finish sanding these with 220. The cabinet set is. I did finish sanding them with 220. So that should have kind of a different type of finish to it. There it is. It's starting to show through. Sorry, forgive me. I'm not using the camera to look through, and so I'm a one-man show here. So I'm just going to kind of rub it in everywhere, make sure it gets in all the holes, like so. Rub it in there, these cracks. That doesn't look bad. Of course, this light doesn't do the camera justice. Now I'm going to set that towel aside. I'm going to grab a clean towel. I'm just going to kind of go over it. It's already got kind of a natural sheen to it, and that's from sanding it with 220. If you want it darker, sand it with 120. And 2 or 3 coats, maybe just a hand wiped clear coat, I don't know. But here you can see some color blotching. That's probably because I didn't remove enough of the clear coat from before. I'm going to leave it personally and do the other side, see what the other side looks like. So let's grab our paper towel here with some more stuff on it. Let's see what this side here looks like. Now, how hard did I de-stress it with those objects you saw me beat it with? I don't know, not very hard. It's pine, so it doesn't take very much. If you're doing Eastern White Hard Maple, maybe you want to hit it a little bit harder. Or maybe you just want to let your grandpa use it for a transmission jack. You know, you can just, who knows. The idea of this kind of look is to make it look like this wood is old. It's already been used, even though it's pretty much virgin wood. That's the whole idea of it, like a kid's been drawing on it, coloring on it, and grandma cut her chicken on it, and whatever else, so it looks, you know, de-stressed, as they call it, but it's just a worn-out look. Some people go for what's called an antique look, and, well, I guess it gives it an antique look as well. It's different. It's something that you're no longer worried about if your kids take the crayons to it, right? Which is what I have, a 5-year-old girl. The only thing I'm worried about is when she takes her fingers and likes to poke in the domes of the speakers. So, you know, it's blotchy in spots, but that's okay. We got blotchy here, here, here. We got blotchy here. We got blotchy here, here. I'm going to keep it just like it is. And that's probably because I didn't sand through the clear coat that was on there good enough. Let's see if I can get a dry finger here so I can pause it. should never be afraid to attempt something new, something that might be out of your comfort zone. You know, you never know. You might be the next Picasso, Van Gogh, or George Lucas. Who knows? Right? You never know what's going to happen in life until you try it. Like, I never did poetry until I was in the army. So I did some poetry, dabbled in it, and I don't do it anymore. Maybe this side here I'll leave these little dents right here white. I think I'll leave those white. And again, if you want your stain to show up darker, use like 120 versus 220. The wood just absorbs a lot more of the stain, a lot better. So when I do this, you can definitely see where I hit it and where I didn't hit it. Hope I'm videotaping this okay. And we'll protect the wood. I'll get around in here. Make sure you get all that crap in there. You know, I'll protect it. Later on, off camera, I'll go to the inside and I'll do the same to the inside. Get my roundovers. Get the end grain. I'm going to go back over it in certain areas with some ebony or black just to see how it looks in different locations, different random locations. Uh-oh, almost went bye-bye. Look at that. Focus. There you go. Well, I think you guys get the idea. I'll show you guys when it's finished.